Closing arguments begin tomorrow morning in the trial of two Metro police officers charged in the death of Herman Whitfield III.
The defense rested its case on this, the fourth day of the trial. We've got Rich Nye, who was back in the courtroom, listening to all the testimony.
He joins us live from outside the courtroom with the highlights. Hey, Rich.
Felicia and Scott, today we heard from Officer Adam Ahmad and his own defense on the witness stand. And then we heard from two expert witnesses, two doctors for both sides with two very different opinions about what killed Herman Whitfield III in April of 2022. Officer Adam Ahmad said in that house on that night, he witnessed very abrupt changes in the behavior of Whitfield. From nonsensical running around the house to complete silence, sitting on a bed staring out into space, not responding to his parents or police. Ahmad said in the dark room, he shined a flashlight directly on Whitfield's face with no response of any kind. Ahmad says that's why they struggled to get handcuffed. That's why after they struggled to get handcuffs on Whitfield, he kept Whitfield on his stomach even though he was silent and not moving. He says he was concerned that Whitfield could move suddenly and try to get up, and Ahmad did not want another struggle. Ahmad said he never saw any signs of Whitfield in medical distress and never heard him say, "I can't breathe." And we also heard from two doctors as expert witnesses on what killed Whitfield. Dr. Bill Smock from Louisville testified for the defense that Whitfield died from a THC-induced cardiac arrhythmia. Dr. Smock said Whitfield's enlarged heart was a ticking time bomb. He says the primary cause of Whitfield's death was a high level of THC that sent him on a bad trip and caused his heart to suddenly stop during exertion because of his existing heart problems. As a rebuttal witness, Dr. Alon Steinberg from California testified for the prosecution, and he said Whitfield died from prone restraint cardiac arrest. Dr. Steinberg said that Whitfield was sweating profusely, breathing hard, struggled with police, got tased, was a very large man in the prone position with some degree of weight force put on him while the handcuffs were being put on, and all that led to significantly reduced ventilation and circulation, and Whitfield's heart stopped. So the jury will have to weigh those opinions of the doctors and then also decide if Officer Adam Ahmad and Officer Stephen Sanchez are responsible for Herman Whitfield III's death. Again, closing arguments tomorrow, and we will have a camera back in the courtroom for those closing arguments on Friday morning.
All right, Rich Nye reporting live for us tonight here in Marion County. Thanks so much. So you heard Rich mention the name Dr. Bill Smock. He's the police surgeon and directs the clinical forensic medicine program for the Louisville Police Department.
Now, you may have heard his name before tonight. He testified for the prosecution in the trial of Derek Chauvin. He's the man convicted of killing George Floyd 4 years ago.
Dr. Smock has testified in more than 100 trials, but it's rare for him to testify for the defense. You see, in 99% of the trials, he testifies for the prosecution. A major